You think missing someone ended when they left. It did not. That absence reshapes small choices and nightly thoughts. Before you say yes to someone new, ask, are you moving toward love or simply moving away from loss right now? Truly today. Sometimes the pattern is obvious. You fall asleep replaying conversations, vividly imagining reconciliation scenes that deliver a quick, familiar emotional hit. Psychologists call this active emotional dependency, a craving for the old highs and the neurochemical rhythms tied to that relationship. Red flags include compulsive social media checking, stalking imagined chance encounters, and measuring every new person against a polished memory. Entering a new relationship in this state often provides only temporary relief. A new partner may distract you, but when novelty fades, the old ache tends to return, sometimes stronger. The brain seeks familiar reward patterns. Calm, steady affection rarely reproduces chaotic intensity. Picture it like offering juice to someone withdrawing from a stimulant. It comforts, but does not satisfy the craving. Try a simple test. Imagine your ex at the door asking to come in. If you would drop everything to answer, attachment remains active. Beginning something new while that dominates hands the newcomer leftover attention rather than a whole heart. Give yourself patient time. Modern dating operates inside a fast-moving attention economy. Apps, social feeds, and cultural praise for quick rebounds create an ambient pressure to prove your resilience with new matches. That tempo rewards surface signals, rapid replies, curated presence, snap chemistry, and it normalizes moving on before internal repair. When your environment applauds speed, you may mistake movement for healing. A stable, kind partner brings steady comfort, not explosive highs. Your nervous system may mislabel that calm as boring or insufficient because it does not trigger the old adrenaline patterns. Recognizing this cultural frame matters because decisions do not happen in isolation. They occur within systems engineered to push you forward fast. Name that pushes. When you slow the rhythm and test impulse against values, the space between feeling and action grows, and you can choose from steadier criteria rather than a reflex. That is how you avoid handing someone a role they did not audition for, right now. Psychology and practical philosophy offer clear, simple tools to evaluate readiness. Use a three-step frame. Observe the impulse, label it in one phrase, then delay action long enough to consult your written values. Try practical tests. Imagine your ex at the door and note your visceral response. Picture them with someone new and watch for paralyzing jealousy. Visualize a late-night message asking for reconciliation and notice whether it reshuffles your intentions. Implement quick rituals, a 30-second breathing pause before replying, writing 5 core values you will use as a filter, or composing a closure letter you never send to clarify unresolved hopes. These small practices convert reflex into choice and protect both you and any new partner from unavoidable harm. Gradually, these micro-practices become habits. They build a mental standard that acts like a filter. Opportunities that align move forward. Those that mask avoidance are set aside. Readiness is measured, not declared. Repeat this rule until it becomes a muscle. Pause, label, choose. When a memory surfaces, practice saying, "This is a memory, I notice it, and I will not act immediately." When comparison rises, say, "This is comparison, I will return to my values." Use an easy breathing cycle. Inhale 4 counts, hold 2, exhale 4. Name the urge in a single sentence. Test new relationships against 5 core values you wrote down: honesty, curiosity, kindness, growth, and steadiness. If a potential partner fails 2 of those tests, step back. If they pass, proceed with curiosity and boundaries. Repeat. Pause, label, choose. Pause, label, choose. Pause, label, choose. Apply practical stress tests often. The replacement test. Imagine running into your ex with someone new. Notice whether jealousy becomes sharp and destabilizing. The comparison trap. Are you instinctively rating every new person by an edited past? If yes, give more time. The late-night text test. Picture a message claiming a mistake and asking to come back. Would it derail you emotionally or distract you from a new commitment? If any reaction is intense, you are likely not ready. Add direct closure if unclear. Write a letter you may never send, or where appropriate and safe, seek a short conversation to end lingering ambiguity. The act of clarifying reduces mental charge. Practice the small pause before replying to messages, before agreeing to a date, before making promises. Practice it in small social experiments so it becomes automatic under pressure. Repeat the mantras aloud or mentally several times each day. Breathe, name, choose. Breathe, name, choose. Breathe, name, choose. Remember, there are two different post-breakup states: active craving and emotional numbness. If craving dominates, step away and heal. If numbness dominates, a calm, patient partner can help rebuild trust. These practices help you tell the difference by orienting choices around values instead of urgency, and repeating them daily compounds progress. Over weeks, the micro practices shift your baseline. Reaction becomes intention. Old patterns lose their pull. Instead of chasing comfort, you choose connection. That repetition protects new people from emotional scraps and gives you a chance to offer a whole heart. Do the work and the change is quiet but unmistakable. Decisions feel calmer and less urgent. You stop mistaking drama for truth. Readiness appears as steady curiosity and a willingness to invest over time. You can imagine life with someone new and feel curiosity, not craving. Your choices become patient, ordinary, and intentional. That quiet confidence is your seal. Move forward only when you can say yes from that clearer place. It's the ability to choose connection because it aligns with your values, not because you seek relief. Underneath all of this, the real question is not whether you miss your ex, but what that missing is doing to your decisions. Missing can mean two very different things. Sometimes it's a craving, the mind replaying scenes, chasing a familiar emotional chemistry, trying to recreate a feeling that once regulated you. In that state, moving forward too quickly almost always backfires. You are not choosing a person, you're choosing relief, and relief fades. When it does, both you and the new partner are left confused about why something that felt promising suddenly feels hollow. Other times, missing is quieter. There is no urge to go back, no fantasy of reconciliation, just a subdued emotional landscape. Romance feels distant, even unnecessary. This is not weakness. It's often the mind recalibrating after a long bond. The intensity is gone, but so is the blindness. You are no longer pulled by impulse alone. This is where discernment begins. You stop chasing sparks and start noticing signals that actually sustain a relationship. Consistency, emotional safety, shared direction. The danger is treating these two states as the same. One requires restraint and healing, the other allows careful exploration. The difference shows up in your reactions. If an imagined message from your ex would still shake your center, you are not ready. If the thought passes without urgency, you may be closer than you think. Residual memories are normal. Craving is not. Moving forward responsibly, it means honoring that distinction. It means slowing down enough to notice what's driving you. It means allowing space for clarity instead of forcing progress to prove something. When you finally choose to begin again, it should not be to replace a chapter, outrun loneliness, or quiet a memory. It should be because your attention is free, your standards are clear, and your presence is whole. That is when a new connection has room to grow without carrying the weight of an unfinished past.